we're celebrating 10 years of Sustainability Week, so we've been bringing people together for a while in conversation. But as you're looking ahead for the next 10 years, where do you think we need to make the most progress?
I think we need to make a lot of progress in greater collaboration. There's a lot of risk challenges in this space, particularly as we continue to grow. And having everybody and their different views of risk at the table at the onset of these projects is going to be really important. Businesses know their business, financiers know their business, and as a science and research-based organization, we like to bring a strong understanding of risk to the table, property risk as well.
Yeah, that's interesting. So right up front, you want to be able to be part of that conversation.
Absolutely. When we look at risk, we look at both the inherent risk and the actionable risk. And there's so much inherent risk in the renewable energy space that's baked in right at the beginning. It's where are you located, what kind of equipment are you buying, how is it being designed, installed, operated. There's so many things that are critical to plan up front, and we want to make sure that over the life cycle of these projects, 25 or 30 years, that they're going to be able to continue to operate. If you're making the right decisions up front to build in resiliency from the outset, you're more likely to continue operating per plan.
And is that the area you see the most promise in order to deliver on this progress? Is it resilience?
I think resilience. With resilience, we can unlock better financing terms and conditions, we can unlock more financing, we can unlock more risk transfer from an insurance perspective. And I think going back to the collaboration piece, it's really important to have the financiers and the insurers at the table working together, because while we're both kind of working towards the same thing, sometimes we're taking a different approach. And if we can get both sides working together at the outset, we can come to a balance between needs of each industry and really help support the transition that we're all seeking.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I feel like a lot of times we know what the end game is, like what's the North Star, but different industries, different stakeholders have different ways of approaching it. So it's good to be on the table together discussing it at the beginning. That's great. And so obviously linked to that, looking ahead, there are a lot of new emerging risks, right? And so how are you covering some of these new emerging risks that sometimes we have no idea?
Risk is about taking risks, and sometimes we kind of have to dive in. We as an organization, we follow our clients, and we need to follow where they're going. So if they lead us there, we're going to be right behind them and working and striving together to advance research and the engineering approach to help manage these risks. We understand that sometimes we have to take a bit of a bet. We have to get in to learn, and we're prepared to do that to help support our clients and help support the transition that they're driving.
Yeah, that's a really good note to end on. Thank you for that, Chris. We need to keep thinking about the uncertain aspects of climate financing, of climate change, of renewable energy. This is going to be the new future. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me.